Okay, today is May 3rd, 2017, and right now at 9:30 p.m. we have a temperature of 70 degrees. The relative humidity is 56%. The dew point is 54 degrees, and we have a barometric pressure of 29.96. And right now we're looking at the northeast Pacific rainbow loop. We can see that high pressure has been installed in the eastern Pacific. Here on the water vapor map, we can see plenty of clockwise rotation right here. And this is the jet stream, by the way, which is diving down right over the Four Corners states. And today we watched a hole open right up in the middle of this jet stream. Let's go ahead and take a look at the jet stream map right now. You can see that flow pattern right through the Four Corners states right here, mainly through Colorado and New Mexico. And that's where we saw that hole open up. Let's go ahead and take another look at the map. Right here, you can see the jet stream diving down through Colorado and New Mexico. And also, we can see that big hole opening right up. And this is a transmitter, microwave transmitter, opening up a hole right in the middle of the jet stream. We can see that flow and all this distortion going on right here. We have a big hole opening up. That is not Mother Nature. And that will help to maintain dry conditions out here in the southwest. Now we have an area of moisture right here moving right towards Southern California. Now tomorrow is Thursday. There's no rain in the forecast for tomorrow, Thursday, which will be May the 4th. But as we see this moisture moving, this is rain potential right here. And we can see that moving right towards us. And since there's no rain forecast, I think we all know what's going to happen tomorrow. By the time we get up tomorrow morning, this will be pretty much right over, getting close to the west coast, right into Southern California, Central California. So what does that mean? That means chemtrails. That means a lot of spraying. And we see that this area here is dissipating. There is a spraying going on out here. But we'll see the results of all that tomorrow as this moves in. All right, let's take a look at the northeast Pacific water vapor loop. We can see another storm right up here developing. And this has a right angle on it. We can take a look at that here in the next map. Right up here, there is a right angle at the beginning of the loop. We back this up right to the beginning. Right here, this is a very square right angle. It's very square. We can see that. Okay, so this is being manipulated by a microwave transmitter, and we can see the clockwise rotation here as we scroll through the frames. And that's what the transmitter does. It separates the frontal system right here. This will eventually peel off, and they'll be left with a small storm center, which they can then weaken further with the transmitters, microwave transmitters. So we've got the square, rather right angle right there. And we can see that that frontal system is becoming distorted and falling away. Right here, it's not too effective, but we do see the clockwise rotation going on there, and that is the manipulation at work. We have this other storm up here. This was a 979 millibar storm here yesterday. This is now moving to the south. If we take a look at the surface analysis map right here, we can see that this system now is pointed to the south. This is a 984 millibar storm as of right now, moving south. We've got another low down here, which is moving to the north-northeast. We've got a low and a big trough right over the entire west coast right here. And we've got that usual high pressure, 1,021 millibars, sitting right here, and another high, which is going to race over and assist to deal with the no rain forecast. Now, we do have some rain in the forecast for the weekend. We'll have to see what happens, but if we go back to these maps, we can see the all that water vapor moving right towards California, and this will arrive long before the weekend arrives. So we will see chemtrails definitely tomorrow based on this data right here. We've got a lot of moisture moving in. This will all be sprayed over, and we will not have a drop of rain. Okay, next we have Texas. There's some severe thunderstorms right here. We've got a storm right here with a transmitter on it. And of course, this side of the thunderstorm, the west side, is being affected by this transmitter, this descending air. And that's going to make a lot of wild weather. We're going to see tornadoes right in this area of East Texas, and also look at Louisiana is completely buried under this purple, which is the most, this pink down here is the second, almost the most intense. We got blue and then pink. And so I don't have the Doppler map pulled up right at the moment, but yeah, pull that up. Let me see if I can get that pulled up here. Let's pull that up right here. And we'll come back to that. In the meantime, let's take a look at the East Coast. And we can see quite a large storm system down here. Thunderstorms, very wild weather, and we have this developing system right here, this storm, which is right next to this. And we do have blast patterns. I've been watching this all day. They've been hitting these with microwave, these thunderstorm cells, all day long. We can see the blast pattern out here. Right here. If we take a look at some of these other maps, here's that Texas map. Let's go to the next one here. We have Louisiana and Mississippi and Alabama, I believe it is. And this is the water vapor map. We can see this is very intense weather. Let's look at the infrared map. We can see all that red. This is very, very intense. Let's go take a look at the, okay, this is not working. Refresh that. Come back to that in a minute. Okay, so we have a very intense, very thick columns of water vapor all through this area. Very deep red. That's way down here on the far right. Very deep water vapor in this area. Okay, here's the, this is the visible light map. And right now, we can see that it's been photoshopped over. We can see all the sparkly overlay, which has been added to this these frames to conceal the microwave transmitter work. But we can take a look closely here and see that so we can find those shock waves. There's a shock wave right down here. We can see a blast wave right through here. Let's go ahead and let this thing run and see if we can find all that. Right here, where there was a very large blast wave shooting out to the southeast. Yeah, this has all been photoshopped over in the last couple of hours. Right here, that this feature right there, that was a microwave blast. I watched this about 4 hours ago. This opened up. There was a huge shock wave that went flying out to the southwest, big ring. They've hidden all that detail now. But you get the idea. I mean, they've photoshopped over this whole thing here so that we can't see that detail right here. Let's go back to the, here we go. This is the Doppler map, and we can see that there's quite a bit of very intense weather right down here in Louisiana. and near Houston. I would guess that by tomorrow morning we should be hearing about tornadoes and golf ball size hail because of these transmitters manipulating this storm. Right here we've got a counterclockwise rotating storm system adjacent to this activity right here. So we've got heat. This is the transmitter heat right up against this cold, much cooler thunderstorm activity. So that's going to generate thunderstorms right along, or rather tornadoes right along this area right through here. As this moves to the east, it's going to cause a lot of problems. So I would expect to see tornadoes in that area all through here as this moves to the east. Okay. All right, so about 3 hours ago, if I'd done a video 3 hours ago, we would have had some really, really good evidence right here in this visible light map. But we'll stay tuned because this stuff goes on every day. Now, right down here, watch here, we see a shock wave, a blast wave right there. Great evidence right here. You can see it shooting out right there, moving out to the west. So this area of thunderstorms right over Florida is being blown apart. Let's go back to the other map here. We can see these turn into a red, and they just completely fall apart. And we can see the shock wave moving out to the west and out to the east. This one here was blown apart. Looks like a balloon popping right here. Look at that. Okay. All right, well, that's pretty much the report. We do have rain in the forecast. Let's look at these pressure maps really fast. We got high pressure here, high pressure over here. Here's that storm, which is now creeping to the south. It'll probably be blocked by all this high pressure. We've got a high there, and right over here. That's on the surface level. Now here's the 500 millibar. We've got this huge high. Everything's moving clockwise. Got this storm up here. We have some squiggly lines right over that jet stream. We were showing that big hole in the jet stream. That's the area where they blew a hole right through the jet stream, right over the Four Corner States. Well, there's the squiggly lines right there. And here's the 300 millibar, high pressure at the 300 millibar level. We see some jaggies here and all through here and down here. So there's plenty of manipulation going on. Okay, well, that's the report, and we'll just leave it right here. And this is where that we're just watching on the pressure map. They just blew a hole right through this because there is some low pressure. There is a trough all the way through the west coast here, and they've got high pressure right on top of that. And so tomorrow we've got chemtrails. There's no doubt about that because of this pattern right here. Okay. All right, that's it. We'll do another update tomorrow.